Now, that from your calculations, the house scored an 890. Is that correct?
890 CFM, and that'll be entered into the software, and then we'll use that to create a expanded HERS number, which New York State uses for its rating. Anthony typically comes in Tier 2. There's a spread in Tier 2. You have builders that are just approaching Tier 2, means they're doing a little bit more than what's required to meet basic Energy Star levels. And Anthony's house, this home in particular, is going to approach the far end of Tier 2 and possibly Tier 3. Tier 3 is kind of reserved for the builder who's going far above and beyond the standard home. The beginning of Tier 3 starts with a home that the EPA and NYSERDA feels is 45 to 50% more energy efficient than if this home itself was taken and built to minimum energy codes. All the detailed sealing that you do wouldn't have to be done. The efficiency of the furnace that you have wouldn't have to be there. And it would be a far cry from where we are with this home right now. So we're shooting for Tier 3. Entering the data back in the software at the office will be the telltale. And I'd like to raise the banner if it is. It'll be Anthony's first, and I think he's taken the steps to approach that level.
That's great. And what is nice is it's an educational process to do this with you, not only for a potential home buyer, but for the builders ourselves, to learn more about the techniques that we can employ in the construction to make it more efficient. Certainly that efficiency translates directly into savings for the end user.
And Kevin, what I have to say is kudos to your company for being open and willing to talk about some differences and some changes. There are a number of builders out there, even builders building at the Energy Star level, whose grandfather did it one way and their father did it that way, and now they're doing it that way. And it's tough sometimes to teach an old dog new tricks.
Absolutely true.
But I have to compliment your company on being willing to try new things. The foam that Anthony's trying now is something that he didn't do when we first started with the program.
And just for your experience with the previous homes you built and this one presently, what were the ratings previous to this now that he's started the foaming application?
According to the New York State Expanded Index score, he was at 86 in the first couple of homes he did, which qualified in Tier 1. Your basic, now 84 is the minimum number to meet Energy Star. 87 starts Tier 2. So he was in the upper third,
threshold,
if you will. And it wasn't difficult for him to push it to go over into Tier 2. His next few homes came in 87.6, 87.8 in that range. And this is the first home that we're looking to see if we can get an 89 out of it by the time we're done. I'm sure we're going to be in the 88 range. I'd love to get an 89. And the proof will be in what the software feels of the data that we input.
That's great.